Hello, this is BlueStar, Defender of Equestria, and this is my BronyCon 2016 Day 3 video. You know, I think I will, I kind of resisted trying to put this in my video, but at the same time, just can't ignore this. You know, basically, the long story short was, I was aware of the latest shootings during, you know, that happened sort of in a way over during BronyCon and all those things, so yeah. And at first they made me really angry, but I decided, you know, I'm not going to let them in a way, you know, ruin my, my BronyCon experience. And in a way, sometimes that kind of made me feel bad, but at the same time, you know, it made me feel selfish and everything, but at the same time, it was absolutely the right thing to do. And the short answer is, I was in exactly the right place, you know, when this happened. You know, that, you know, in a way, BronyCon is the last fortress of light that stands against these things, because for those 3 days in that convention center, there were 10,000 people from all walks of life, ages, descriptions, colors, nationalities, you know, sexual orientations, and all those things that came all around the world just to celebrate the love of the show and just to be with other people and just be friends and just have a good time. So, yo-ho! So hopefully enough of that. So anyway, let's go on. So hopefully now that that's out of the way, let's get on to the fun stuff. The big one being the Grand Galloping Gala. And yes, it was a lot of fun, and it was really cool, and it was once again an awesome party, and it was really awesome and cool. And this time I brought a decent tripod with me that I could crank up and almost got over everybody's heads. You know, it drives me berserk when, you know, people walk in front of my camera, but oh well. Yeah, so next year I'm going to have to buy a camera that has like at least 9 feet, you know, that can extend to at least 9 feet and definitely get over people's heads, so I won't have that issue. But anyway, for the most part, put the camera over to the side and just, you know, just let it run. So I am definitely in the shot from time to time. So goody, I get to embarrass myself in front of everyone. Oh well. I guess I'm doing that already, so I guess nothing new there, so... So yeah. So I think I will take this opportunity. It's like, you know, I really should put some clips of, you know, stuff I have during BronyCon into, like, the videos I do while I'm at BronyCon. Problem is that it takes time to do video editing, not to mention rendering time and uploading time and video connections. And, you know, internet connections at hotel rooms is absolutely horrible, which is why I don't do video clips. It's like, yeah, it's like that last like, you know, audio log kind of video. It's like I barely finished that before I went off to the Grand Galloping Gala, and it's like I finished rendering it, but it was way too late to try to upload it, so I just and all that stuff. So yeah, but yeah, there will be clips of certain panels and certain things, and I might put together a walkthrough video of what little footage I took and everything, and definitely going to be doing the whole Grand Galloping Gala as one big piece again. And another cool thing was that on the 3rd day, actually, you know, I ran into the guy that did, who plays Spike, and talked to him a little bit and just said, oh, hi, I'm BlueStar. I'm the guy who records the Grand Galloping Gala. And says, oh, that's cool and everything. And so that's cool. And they, as always, the cast did an excellent job during the Grand Galloping Gala. It's like, oh, I feel so bad for them. They must have been exhausted during that, because oh my gosh, there was oh man, there was just so much dancing and just so much cool stuff going on. It's like, oh poor, I feel their pain a little bit, in a way, literally, because I was, you know, because I actually got a chance to dance a little bit during the Grand Galloping Gala and have some fun with all the crowd and everything. And that was certainly cool, you know. So yeah, it was. I mean, I kind of, for some reason, I enjoy, in a way, being behind the camera, but it was also kind of fun being part of the audience and everything, and just having fun and everything. Yo! So that's what makes the Grand Galloping so much fun. It's just hanging out with people and just, you know, dancing and just hanging out with people and just having fun and yo! And sort of, you know, spirit of friendship, love, community, and all that stuff. And it was just cool. Okay, I'm rambling on and I'm losing it. So yeah, Grand Galloping Gala was really fun, and well, it didn't. It did technically end before midnight, So, but yeah. So, I'd still like the Greg Helbig hour to end a little bit earlier because I gotta drive home the following day. So, but at least this time I did actually manage to stay to the very end because I have to draw. I think it ended just before midnight, but it's I have to draw the line at midnight. After that, I have to go home. I have to go back to my hotel room and go to bed. Sorry. So anyway, yeah. So now I gotta consult my my schedule, which sadly I basically didn't really follow. I have to say, as always, I have to also remind myself to make my checkout time, later than 12 o'clock, because unfortunately, and I'm relatively new to this, whole booking hotel room stuff and everything, and so yeah, I definitely have to set that later because getting out of the hotel room by by 12 unfortunately means I have to basically be out by 10, which was the first panel, because there's no way I'm going to be able to go back and do that. I always underestimate how long it takes to get all the stuff out of my room and back into my car and everything so I can check out, because unfortunately, between my camera gear and all my other stuff that I bring, unfortunately, I have a lot of stuff, so yeah. So, I actually got to, the first panel, was it Ponies versus Ponies at 10:30, so I missed half that panel, and shockingly was vaguely interesting, comparing the MOP ponies to actual ponies and stuff. It was vaguely interesting, but, let's just say, and again at 11 o'clock I went to church because I must admit I don't remember if there was any particular panel that was worth skipping church for. So I just, because again there's a church right next to the convention center, and I think that's cool. And it's the pastor remembered me from last year. I mean, she didn't remember my name, but she remembered my face. That's pretty cool. I mean, that was a whole year ago. It's she remembered me. Get the tissues. Yeah, so that was certainly interesting. It certainly, I'm going to say it was a very, considering everything that's going on, was a very emotionally heavy thing, but it was really touching though. It was cool though. So anyway, enough of that. So yeah, so unfortunately, I think for the rest of the day, I basically didn't do any of the things that I was planning to do, I think for the most part, because I think, let's just say, because of recent events, I felt motivated to try to make a video in front of BronyCon, which ultimately was a really bad idea, because obviously, you can't record, because the audio would have been terrible and I wasn't going to be able to, I wouldn't have felt comfortable trying to record a video like that in front of BronyCon and all that stuff, so yeah, so in a way, I basically ran around all, most of the afternoon just sort of trying to do that video and failing at it. I did happen to walk it, so I didn't go to My Little Family Feud, which I should have gone to, because that's always fun. Usually. Except if they ask who's best pony. Then that turns ugly. Oh dear. But yes, anyway, yeah, and I didn't go to the following either of the following panels: Studio Podes, Recording Ponies, or Equestria Plush, Making FOC. Probably should have gone to either one of those. Yeah, so I think for most of sort of from 12 to maybe 1-ish or something, I think was just spending time trying to figure out how to do that video and failed. I think the rest of it, I think I was just I think I went to the charity auction for a while. That was kind of fun. It's some items obviously weren't very interesting because a Twilight hat. Okay. It's nice. I don't think anybody really cared. But then, pictures of, there was, posters signed by, a lot, I think all the voice actors or something, and those are, opening bid, 25, and someone screams, $250! It's oh, whoa! And it's that was the thing that was fun. It's the guy picks up an item and says, it's been signed by this person, or it's a unique item, or something, and then all of a sudden someone would just scream, $250 or $500, and it's it was kind of funny though. And at one point someone bid $600, and then someone bid $601. And then one of the whatever, I'll say announcers or whatever, says, what? This isn't The Price is Right. But they let that bid stand, and the person who bid 601 actually won the item. So, so that was actually kind of fun. I was actually kind of hoping just to see how much because what is it? Fireteam Harmony, who I've just been told about, I've just learned about and everything. Actually, I think sent I think it was either 1 or 2 helmets there. I would have liked to have seen what those would have sold for. But, oh well, that video will be on YouTube, on BronyCon's YouTube channel at some point. Probably a couple months from now. Like I say, it takes a lot of time to process these videos and edit them and upload them, and so yeah. So I think after that, I went back to the vendor hall, and I think I just kind of hung out for a while and just did stuff and just talked. As I kind of talked to the Rowan guys and Purser Pieces a little bit, and and sort of. That did remind me. It's like at 12:30. It's like there was actually a massage place set up, so I figured, I'll try that. It was. It's like, may have been pushing a little bit too hard, but it's like, or maybe it's really sore from lugging all my camera equipment around, but it was interesting. But I think overall it was okay, so that was cool. Because, it's certainly in light of the, Applejack's Day Off. It's like, I think I want to try that, and everything, particularly because there's a massage place like 1,500 feet that way. So I'm not stressed. I'm totally fine, So that was interesting, but basically most of the afternoon I'm sort of like, I'm not really sure what to do, because I think the short answer is that between recent events, which were obviously kind of making me sad, and I felt the need to do something, but which hopefully by the time I've recorded this video I've already done. So and I felt like I needed to do something. But obviously I wasn't, especially at this point, I've packed up all my computers, my equipment and everything's in my car. There's no way I'm going to be able to do a video like that. And besides, this is BronyCon. I'm here to have a good time. I'm not going to let I shouldn't let these things, in a way interfere with that. I hate saying that because that seems so selfish, but at some points, it's absolutely true. Besides, if you've gone to BronyCon, you know how much planning and how much money and time it takes to go to BronyCon. So anyway, enough of that. Okay, so I'm getting off track here. But anyway, but I think I'm also, because it's like, BronyCon is coming to an end. I mean, BronyCon is really tiring and exhausting, but it's just so awesome and it's so cool. And it's certainly sad to see, people packing up, people, leaving and everything, and getting, and just seeing the place closing down. It's always sad, walking around the vendor hall and seeing, whole booths, basically no one there because either they've had to leave or hopefully because they've sold everything, but usually it's probably because they have to go leave, so they packed up, and so it's just there's no one there at all. So so it's always sad to see BronyCon closing down and everything. And it's like, oh no, the end is near. No. Oh no. So I actually ended up leaving a lot later than I should have done, to be honest, because I think a parts of me were just let's just say, I think for both of those reasons, I think didn't really want to leave. And of course, but however, there were still some kind of fun things at BronyCon even while I was closing down. At one of the tables in sort of like the main corridors, like somebody had set up, I think, maybe was it 5 plushies? One was Spitfire. I mean, big plushies, almost like human-sized plushies of Spitfire, and I think like maybe 4 of like Twilight. Actually, I think 3 Twilights, 1 Spitfire, and 1 Rainbow Dash, all sitting around the table, kind of like they're playing poker. So that was cool. So that was really funny. I liked that, and there was still fun things going on and everything, and that was cool. So I'm not really sure. I think around 3:30ish, I think finally packed up and left. It's like, oh, time to drive home. And it's like, oh no. It's like, oh, now I gotta go back to work. Well, not entirely, because this time I took Monday off. So I got to go. So I knew the following day I was gonna be able to rest, relax, get some extra sleep, and in a way be ready to go back to ready to go to battle with my code once again. So hopefully, so it's like, and it has been a relatively restful, relaxing day, so hopefully I will be ready to go back to work tomorrow, so yes, so that was Brony, so that, for me, that was BronyCon 2016, and it was, it was pretty good. I think it was a little bit better than last year, because, again, it was tiring, but it was pretty cool, and, I mean, in some ways, I should have gone to more of the panels that I planned to go to, and certainly, I think in some ways, I need to learn to go to the things I really want to go to. Or something, I guess, I don't know. And certainly, I think, try different things, because, yeah, because sometimes, you never know. It's like the thing you may not think was interesting might be interesting, or maybe you should just try something you haven't done before. So, overall, I think BronyCon was okay. I liked it. Yo! And I did get to meet some of my subscribers and actually talk to a few people and, take a few pictures. And, overall, it was pretty cool. So, so I think that's basically it. So, oh dear. There's actually, well, actually, one thing, though. It's like, this was my helmet, is the helmet I built for BronyCon. Yes, it was definitely much better than last year's helmet. I like it. Although people still call me Flash Sentry. It's like, Flash Sentry isn't this color and he doesn't have a horn on it. It's like, I shall stabbeth you with my horn. It's unfortunately how I kept feeling, to be honest. It's like, again, it wouldn't be so bad if people actually liked Flash Sentry. It's like, you know what? There are other Royal Guard characters other than Flash Sentry. Okay, alright, that's enough of that. Alrighty then, so now we're gonna get on to some of my other merchandise and stuff. And I will be doing a video, I think, at some point about my full costume and everything. It just have some fun about it and everything, because So anyway, first of all, in some ways this isn't really merchandise per se, because I'm actually one of Rowan's backers. It's like, I'm honestly not really much of an RPG person, tabletop or otherwise, but however, when I saw this was too cool to not be a part of. So, this is pretty cool. I mean, this book is absolutely amazing. I mean, the artists who work on this are just absolutely amazing. As I go onto their website and just go check it out, it's like, there were times it's like, I wish I could contribute to this somehow, but it's like, these people operate on a level I can't hope to operate on. So, oh my god. In a way, wrong attitude. It's like, no, it's like, because in, Purser, well, actually, it's not just Purser Pieces panel, but like artists and everything. It's like, it's like, how do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice, man, practice. It's like, you just practice at it, and who knows, maybe you'll be just as good, or if not better than those people, if that's really what you want to do. But I couldn't help but show off, a certain thing here, so. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. It was like, yes, I actually paid to have BlueStar be featured as like a non-playable character in this universe. So that was pretty cool, yo-ho. So might be making a more official video on that at some point, because yo-ho. And it's just so cool. I mean, again, it's like, I'm going to try to flip through. Ooh, here's a good. Yes, this is a good one. This is a good one. Well, at least it's a good one for me. It's like, that is... I love the artist. I actually sort of talked to the artist a little bit into this. Like, that is a cool looking design. It's that's cool. Again, the level of detail and artwork on this is just absolutely stunning. It really is. I mean, wow. It just is. It's like I could. You know what? I think I'll flip to the beginning. I don't know. It's like I'm trying to find a picture or something that really. But there's just so much stuff that's just not, it's just, oh my gosh. Again, it's like, all right. You know what? I think I'll, okay, I'm gonna, all right. I'm losing it, I'm telling you, I'm losing it. I'm wasting time here. So, I think I'll just stop at this page, because it has a number of pictures and a really, really nice picture too. So unfortunately, I could probably make a whole video just going through this book and trying to find, some really, I mean, there's just artwork by so many artists, so many different styles, and it's just blown away by how detailed this thing is. I mean, not being an RPG person, I'm not so sure how well the actual RPG mechanics are. They're probably pretty good. But, otherwise, I think this is really cool. And I think definitely, if you're an RPG person, you should definitely go and check this out. So, yo-ho. All right. So, okay. So, whoopsies, forgot a few things. So, I think I'll start with something a little non-pony related, which I still think is pretty cool. It's like this. If you're a fan of Digimon, you'll know what this is. It's like this is actually one of the. This is a a replica of one of the crests from Digimon, which is pretty cool, and it happens to be the faith of the. Well, actually, yeah, it's the. I mean, the person I bought it from labeled it as the crest of faith, which is wrong. It's reliability, but that's still pretty cool. I like it. I mean, I guess you could mistake it for faith because it's got a little cross in the middle, but otherwise, I think that's pretty cool. All right, and last year I bought a Celestia coin. It's one of my traditions. I have to buy a coin every year, which I told the guy, which obviously he was very pleased about. So like last year's was a Celestia coin, so now I have the matching Luna coin. And, obviously, the cutie mark in the back. Yo-ho. So that's cool. Unfortunately, it's like, my theme for stuff is definitely, Princess Celestia and Luna whenever possible. And, also bought some nice patches as well. It's like, yeah, that's cool. Whoops. Oh no! Disaster! Yeah, what is it? Equestria Coalition, Strike Force, Love and Tolerate. I like it. Again, it's like, I love both princesses equally. Sort of a thing. It's like, I don't have a favorite. I like them both. And I couldn't resist. It's like, Fire Team Harmony. Again, it's like, I've just heard of those guys. They're pretty cool. I mean, gotta say, sometimes it's a little bit too, shall we say, adult for my taste. But otherwise, I think they're pretty cool. They're awesome. And just for the heck of it, I bought basically the equestrian flag one. It's sort of like the full one. It's sort of a little patch thing, which I think is cool. Because I might use those as part of next year's costume. Because the short answer is that, let's just say my costume is sort of incremental. Every year I work on it, and I make it a little bit better every year. So yo-ho. And also, so I think I'm going to get the two big things out of the way. Because he's like, what can I say? I love my Nerf rifles, especially when they're beautifully painted, like this one. That's pretty cool, to be honest. I like it. That's really, really cool. It's like, that's just cool. And the best part is, it still works. Whoopsies. Yo-ho. I like that. That's cool. So that's the Luna one. This is the Celestial one. That's cool. I think that's cool. Unfortunately, there's a slight bug with this one that you can't, because of these little jewel things, you can't pull it back all the way. But as a programmer I understand bugs happen, mistakes happen, and the good news is this is a relatively easy one to fix. I'll just pull these off and maybe repaint it or something. But otherwise, I still like it. I think it's cool. I think that's awesome. It really is. I mean, and it's like it's a matched pair. That's cool. It's like she said. It's like, I'm so glad they're both being sold together. That's cool. And the other thing I kind of like is that they're slightly different models, so that, okay, this is going to get complicated, that they're actually slightly different, that Luna's is actually slightly smaller than Celestia's, so that's kind of cool. So it's like, aw, I just like that. I'm weird and I'm going berserk, so I don't know. I just see something appropriate about that. I like that, so yo-ho. Those are cool. So, yeah, as I said, this is going to take a while. I decided to buy a lot of artwork this year. I think under the principle of that, I'll be sorry that I didn't buy this if I don't buy it, and I'm doing my best to stimulate that economy by, by spending money. Because yeah, when you buy artwork directly from the artist, it goes straight to them. So yo-ho. So I think that's cool. So anyway, I basically again bought a lot of pictures of Luna and Celestia. And here's one of Luna. Yo-ho. That's cool. I like that. It's like she's happy. I like pictures where the princesses are happy and nice and stuff. And because, it's like, in a way, keeping with that, it's like, it's definitely another picture where Luna is very happy. I like that. Yes! It's like, alright. So yes, I thought this one was kind of appropriate, and I really like it. It's nice. Again, both princesses are happy. Love and tolerance. Yes! yeah, so I think I'm going to go through these quickly because unfortunately there's quite a few of them. And as I was going to say, I'm not sure most of you are going to be so interested in everything I bought. But anyway, there's like a nice little picture of Celestia. I think that's nice, you know, that's cool. And again, sort of another nice picture, a very nice picture of Celestia. It's like just relaxing, I guess, having a nice, you know, cup of coffee. You know, I like that. Yo. It's like, even princesses need to relax and just have a nice cup of coffee once in a while. Yes, and here's the other, sort of like the other half of that first picture. It's like, it's a nice picture of Princess Celestia. I like that, you know. And as always, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with all of these, but I'm sure I'll figure something out. This one's kind of cool. It's a little dramatic, but I like it. It's sort of like, you know, Princess Luna and Celestia together, I think with Twilight in the middle. I'm not so sure, but that's pretty cool. Yeah-ho. And, let's see, actually... and one with like Princess Luna and Celestia together, and I kind of like these pictures a little bit more. These are kind of things that I've always kind of tried to find and look for, and I think that's just cool. It's like, again, there's just some amazing artists at BronyCon. They really are. That's cool. And finally, one more of Princess Luna, and that's pretty cool. It's like, I like it. You know, it's nice and it's happy. I like it. So, no, I think that's, yes, okay, one last thing, it's like one thing that and finally a practical piece of something that I actually bought is, this. It is a BlueStar wallet. I like it, it's, you know, it's pretty cool, because, especially since my other wallet was basically was in the process of self-destructing, this was actually pretty cool. So, you know, this will be pretty cool. My favorite thing in a way is that, you know, if people at work see it, they'll never know what it is. But at the same time, they won't know it's MLP related. I don't know, no. That'll be cool. I think that's cool. I just like that. That was awesome. Yo! So, I'm pretty sure that was everything, so yeah, that was pretty cool. So yeah, so I bought a lot of pictures and a lot of stuff this year, and so, which is kind of cool. I mean, I think I ended up spending up a lot of my time at the vendor hall, because, again, there's just so much stuff, and it's just, and a lot of it is a lot of different styles, and, you know, it's like you can't, it's like, even if you've been to the vendor hall, you know, all these times, you might still see something you didn't see before. Like, a lot of that's, like, you know, like the crest. It's like, I only saw that on, like, the last, probably, like, half an hour before the place was going to close or something like that. And, you know, and I probably had walked by that booth probably a couple times, but, you know, it's just so much to just it's easy to miss. It's easy to miss stuff like that. But anyway... Overall, BronyCon 2016 was pretty good. I think it was a little bit better than last year because I was a little bit better prepared. Like, I started working on my costume a little bit earlier and finished only a few days before BronyCon. It would have been better if I'd finished a little bit earlier, but oh well. So yeah, and, you know, I did manage to talk to people a little bit more, and actually was a little bit more out there and everything. I mean, I still think I really should do something like I am going to be there at this time, and if you want to talk to me, I'll be, you know, that's when to go talk to me. Instead of, I'll be in the vendor hall, which is this giant, massive room, which is really kind of hard to find anybody there. But I have to be honest, the layout keeps changing every year, so I'm not really quite certain where it's like, say, go meet me there, or something like that, because I'm not sure if there will even be part of this con, I guess, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, but at the same time, I did manage to meet a few people and everything, and I do, and as always, I appreciate all my subscribers, because without you, none of this would be worth doing. So, but yeah, and as always, I was sad to leave BronyCon. I was like, I will miss you, BronyCon, but I will be here next year. And it's like, yeah, it's like, and as I told the pastor of the church, as long as the bronies are here, I will always be here. Kind of a thing. It's like, I will always be coming back around this time every year, so. Yeah, and again, that's always the big thing with BronyCon, is that, you know what, as long as the bronies want to keep coming to BronyCon, there will always be a BronyCon. And I think that's awesome, and I think it was cool, and it's awesome. It's because it's just an awesome atmosphere where no one is going to judge you, or in a way, in theory, be mean to you. Everyone's here in the spirit of love, community, and friendship, and toleration, and all that fun stuff. I mean, okay, that's a little much, but in all honesty, I think it's a little bit true. It's like people are always, people here are willing to be a lot more tolerant than they might be otherwise. Again, I love the idea of the fashion show, of the cosplay fashion show. It's like, you could just walk on stage with pretty much a decent costume or even a bad costume, and nobody's gonna like boo you off the stage. It's all in good fun and everything. It's all about just, showing off, having a little bit of fun, and I think that was just cool. And I'm definitely gonna be participating in that next year. And, so yeah, it's just so cool to just see people just getting along, having fun, being friends, and, just enjoying the love of the show and everything. And it's just a great atmosphere, and I hope that everybody who wants to go will get an opportunity to go at some point. Again, it's not as easy as that. But, I definitely, if you have the opportunity to go to BronyCon, I do recommend that you, recommend that you go to BronyCon at least once. I don't think you will be disappointed. And so... And as always, I was sad to leave, but I'm happy to know that next year I will be going back and all that stuff. And it's like I may have to leave, but it doesn't mean that I can't come back, kind of a thing. So, so I think I'm gonna end this now before I go even more off the rails and lose it and stuff and and everything. And I hope that those of you who did go to BronyCon, I hope you had a good time, and I look forward to seeing you next year at BronyCon, and I hope that I will get to see you next year. And until then, this is Blue Star. Stay strong and pony on. Blue Star out.